I do believe that I do not have to tell you that I can't play one of these things. I own 3 or 4 of them, but good Lord have mercy. They are the hardest thing in the world. I have so much respect for people that can play these. Hey, I'm Rick Wilson, Studio Bug. We're going to talk a little bit about the violin for a second, because Granny's going to tell a story back when she was well, I guess it was probably in the 30s, 1932, 33. It was when Clovis, my uncle, who I never met because he died in a car accident. But anyway, this is his fiddle. This is Clovis's fiddle. He died when he was 16, but I understand that he could play this fiddle pretty good. Let me tell you, it's this is a half-size fiddle. It's a lot smaller than, so it's like a child's fiddle, but it's made very well. One thing I want you to look at here is the tuners. The tuners are actually like a guitar tuner, whereas a regular fiddle has got that kind of tuner. These are like guitar tuners. I just thought that was fascinating. But anyway, Granny's going to tell you a little bit about a story about when she, when her and Pawpaw came home from church one day, and Clovis met him at the door. But anyway, I'll let her tell you that. And there's also another one that's real funny about him putting a firecracker in the fireplace. It was not good. Granny cried over that one. But anyway, hey, he was like I said, he was always into mischief. But hey, he was a musician. I'll talk to you in a few minutes.
I was going to say, one time me and Doc come home from work. The house was cleaned up so pretty. Everything. The ashes took up. Oh, it's so pretty. But there was 3 bananas, 2 bananas. They was on a string and hanging up in the door. As I went from one room to the other. And I said, well, Lord, have mercy, wonder. Well, it looked like Mom been there, but I wouldn't have thought she'd have hung it for me. So he come home and I said, son, how come them bananas hanging up in the door? And who cleaned up? Said, I did. I said, you do all this? Yep. Well, why in the world did you hang them 2 bananas? They were just on a string about middle way, just hanging in the door. Why did you hang them 2 bananas up there? Well, I eat the rest of them, them your and Daddy's.
Tell about the Christmas just before I was born.
Oh, Lord. I had worked so hard. And Beryl was born 26th day of January, but I was looking for her at the time. I went 10 months for her. And so I cleaned up, and we had old curtains. You had to wash them and starch them and iron them. And I'd washed and starched and ironed all them curtains, bedspreads. Everything was just so pretty and clean. Worked so hard in there. Had the Christmas tree. Well, I didn't want to go up there looking like that, so Clovis went. Me and Mo went around to, or me and Doc went around to Mo to stay about the time the Christmas tree was over. We come home, open the door. There was smut tags hanging that long on the curtains, on the bed, on everything. and the floor would look like a speck of
Eggs,
eggs.
just
You know,
streaks.
that's like dust hanging, you know how when you sweep the floor and the dust will finally get on
Cobweb.
there, and then that dust and all that settle on it.
It was just hanging. And the floor looked awful. And I said, well, Doc, I commit to crying. I said, wonder what in the world happened. He said, search me. He said, if this ain't the damnedest mess. He said, there ain't no ashes in the fireplace. It was clean. And me and him went sweeping. And we worked and we dusted and we worked and Clopas come in. Said, son, do you know what happened? Yes, sir. Said, Dewey Thornton give me a firecracker just about that long. And it didn't have no fuse. And I broke it half in two and put it in the fire and said, Daddy, the cat beat me out the door. He said, I'm gonna tell you, that cat really flew. He said, I looked back, it's all coming toward me, and I left
How they'll
home.
turn around like this? It shot all the ashes.
And Doc couldn't help but laugh to save his life. He got so tickled about the cat beating him out the
That
door.
hurts, hush.
He said, that just like scared that cat to death. Well, we swept and we dusted and we cleaned up, changed the beds, and you know that stuff fell all night. And when we got up, we looked like speckled eggs. All over our arms and our face, and I scrubbed all day Christmas Eve. Christmas Day already.
Yeah, because you work on Christmas Eve. I guess.
All of my clean curtains and everything.
Clovis did that, huh?
He did it. But he sure did hate it. So bad, but he said he didn't know it'd do that. He said it just blowed everything out of the And then one time we was all in the kitchen there and he let a Roman candle go up and it lit up my dress. Burned my leg and my stocking looked like rats and dogs.
I hadn't heard that one, Mom.
Well, he did.
Well, my goodness, I'm surprised Granny and Papa lived with that little boy. Holy moly. But they said he was just as sweet as he could be. In fact, everybody in the neighborhood called him Little Doc after my papa. They just loved him to death. But man, he was full of stuff, wasn't he? Lord have mercy. Well, I guess I'm going to go ahead and end it here because it's gotten pretty long, and I know you're waiting on seeing it, and I know I'm waiting on putting it up for you. But anyway, my granddad, I never heard that story about him shooting that Roman candle up her dress. Good night, have mercy, and and throwing all the ashes out of the fireplace. He broke a big firecracker in half and lit once and threw it in there, and it just spun around and round and round, knocked all the ashes everywhere after she had cleaned all the time. Anyway, you heard it. So hey, y'all be good. Hey, you be sweet, cause you know I know where you live. All right. Love you guys. Y'all be sweet.